One thing that has always fascinated me is how I can control robots using my own natural language, just like the ones that we see in movies.
Jarvis, drop my needle.
Maybe we're not there fully yet, but we can definitely build our own version that feels pretty close right now. And the best part, we don't even need a real robot. We'll actually be doing everything in a simulation today. I'm going to show you exactly that in that rope in this video. Okay, so what are we going to build today? First, we'll be using simple robotic simulation called as MuJoCo. Now, MuJoCo was developed by Dr. Manuel Torodov, and it really runs well on the CPU, unlike other simulations that really need a serious GPU power. Second, we're going to control that MuJoCo simulation through ROS topics and services. Now, ROS stands for Robot Operating System, and it's one of the, if not the most popular robotic building frameworks for building and testing your own robots. And we'll be using to control our own robots inside that simulation. And lastly, we'll be using AI to control the whole simulation by feeding it values instead of trying to manually control it. So let's get started with the video.
Alright, so now we're back in our computer. So this is the official MuJoCo GitHub repository, and you can download the version of your choice and based on your operating system from here. You can also use pip install MuJoCo as well for you to download it directly from the CLI. In the case you're downloading one of these tar files, you need to untar this. Once you untar this, you can use the following command to start MuJoCo Simulator. As you can see, the MuJoCo Simulator has now started, and I can easily drag and drop files, which are these XML file formats, into the simulator for me to use them and utilize them. So let's take a look at one of the examples. So this is a simple differential drive robot XML file that I downloaded, and I just simply dragged it to MuJoCo Simulator. Let's try some more. This is another differential drive robot. This is a simple cart, one degree of freedom movement that was shown, and you can obviously program this with your own languages and control it via it. And the following is the documentation of MuJoCo, and you can definitely find more such simulations already pre-built here itself. So in this case, this is a Unitary G1, a humanoid robot. You can find the XML files and the repository here. You can simply download it and use it in your simulations. The following is a GitHub repository for all the different kinds of robots and publicly available robots and their XML file formats for the MuJoCo simulator. Alright, with that out of the way, now let's take a look at how can you control your MuJoCo simulation from ROS. So this is the following repository, which is MuJoCo ROS to control. So we can go on this repository, copy the link, and clone it on your computer. It contains the following description files and conversions from your simple URDF files and the XML file formats from MuJoCo back to give control to ROS. So now let's try to clone this repository using git clone. Let's give it some time to clone and download it on our computer. Okay, so the repository has now been cloned. Let's go on the following repository. Now, as you can see that the following files are there. Now, given the instructions, you'll have to put the particular environment variable, which is the MuJoCo dir. So right now I already have that installed, and that's probably in my downloads folder, and it should be there in your downloads folder as well if you downloaded it from your source, or it should be in the pip folder if you installed it using pip. However, you don't necessarily need to use this method if you use the pip method. Once you have this, or you've set this, do :build to build the package. Allow it some time to build completely. Alright, so one of the packages is complete, and both of the packages are now compiled. Alright, so we'll open Codex and we'll give it a command, which is to make the robot move 5 meters forward. The coding agent, which is Codex in this case, along with the help of the ROS MCP server, should be able to identify the different topics, what kind of messages they're expecting, and what's the best way to solve them. So in this case, whatever the given goal that I give, it will publish the topic commands to be able to do that. So as you see that the robot has started to move, but it moved in a certain direction and it stopped. So the LLM will be able to identify that through the raw metry data. And now it's reading the raw metry data. It says it realized that the robot didn't move that much, so it's asking me that if you can run it again. And I said yes. And you see that the LLM gave multiple commands in this case, and it's now moving in a continuous direction. Alright, so the LLM is again looking and calling the odometry topic and seeing how much the robot moved. So it was 3.69 meters, but I said 5 meters, so it's going to give the commands again for it to move. Alright, so it's 5.76 meters, so it overshot itself, so it's going to move in the opposite direction to make sure that it corrects for that overshoot. Alright, so as you can see that now the goal has been achieved. Thank you so much for watching the video. In this way, you can actually control your own robots using the ROS MSP server. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.